Okay, number 6, consider the differential equation dy dx equals e to the y times the quantity 3x squared minus 6x. Let y equal f of x be the particular solution to the differential equation that passes through 1, 0. Right, the one thing that I like to do as soon as I see a differential equation, I'm assuming that there's going to be one part that I am going to have to cross multiply. So before we get started, let's go ahead and look at all the parts and see which one I'm going to have to cross multiply for so I don't actually accidentally do it in the wrong part. So I'm going to be looking for something where it says solve or find the particular solution. So on part A, it says nothing about solving or finding a particular solution. And then if I look at part B, it says find y, the particular solution. So part B is the one that we are going to cross multiply on. So if I'm looking at part A, no matter what I do, I don't need to cross multiply in this one because I'm not solving it. This one says to write an equation for the line tangent. So we want to find an equation of a tangent line, which is y equals mx plus b. All right, and it says to use the tangent line to approximate f of 1.2. So on this one, to get m, we know that m is the derivative, and they nicely gave me the derivative. So this is the derivative right here, and we know that it passes through the point 1, 0. So to get m, we are simply going to plug 1, 0 into that derivative formula. So it's going to be e to the 0 times the quantity 3 times 1 squared minus 6 times 1. And when I do that, e to the 0 is 1, and then I'll get 3 minus 6, which is negative 3. So my slope is negative 3. I now have 2 points, so I'm going to have y equals mx plus b. I know my y value is 0. I know my m is negative 3. I know my x is 1. And then I will get that b is equal to 3. So the equation of the tangent line is y equals negative 3x plus 3. So it said to write an equation for the line tangent. I did. All right, then that was 1. 2, use the tangent line to approximate f of 1.2. So what they want me to do is actually plug 1.2 into my tangent line to see what I get as an answer. So I'm just going to say y of 1.2 is equal to negative 3 times 1.2 plus 3. And we don't get to use our calculator, so I'm just going to do a little multiplication up here. We'll get 3 points, so this is going to be negative 3.6 plus 3. Negative 3.6 plus 3 is negative 0.6. So that would be my answer for that. That was worth 3 points. If we found that the slope was negative 3, that would have been worth a point. If we found the tangent line, it's worth a point. And then if we found the approximation, it was worth another point. Which means all of our points pretty much are coming on the next part. Okay, finding the particular solution. We know that that means we're going to have to do some cross multiplying. So here we go. All right, I'm going to put a 1 underneath this side so I can cross multiply. So I'm going to get dy is equal to e to the y times the quantity 3x squared minus 6x. There we go. I need to, whoops, dx. I need to match up my variables, so I need to divide both sides by e to the y. So I'll have dy over e to the y is equal to 3x squared minus 6x dx. All right, and now I'm ready to take the integral of both sides because I have my variables on the right side. On the left side, instead of doing a u substitution right now, we need to bring that e up top. So this is going to be e to the negative y dy, and then this is going to equal the integral of 3x squared, and I'm just going to separate it here. Okay, on the left side, if you have one e in your problem, we're going to let u be the exponent, so u will be negative y, which means du is going to be negative 1. So I'm missing a negative on the inside, negative on the outside, so that's going to make me have a negative e to the u du. And the integral of e to the u is just e to the u, so it's going to be negative e to the negative y. Okay, and then on the right side, just take the integral of both parts. The integral of 3x squared is x cubed, minus the integral of 6x is 3x squared, and don't forget the plus c on that side. The next thing that we want to do is multiply everything by a negative 1 to clear that negative on the left side. So we got e to the negative y is equal to negative x cubed plus 3x squared plus c. Now we're going to go ahead and take the natural log of both sides. So we're going to have negative y is equal to the natural log of negative x cubed plus 3x squared plus c. And then from here, I'm going to, again, multiply by a negative 1 to get the y by itself. So get y equals negative natural log negative x cubed plus 3x squared plus c. And then from here we can go ahead and find our c since we know it passes through the point 1, 0. 0 will be my y. And then I'll get negative 1 cubed plus 3 times 1 squared plus c. That will give me 0 equals negative natural log. Let's see, that will give me negative 1 plus 3, which will be 2, plus c. And I know just from thinking about this that the natural log of 1 is equal to 0. So I know that this, the 2 plus c, is going to have to equal 1. So c would have to equal negative 1 in order for that to happen. So rewriting my final answer is going to be negative natural log of negative x cubed plus 3x squared minus 1. And voila, that's my answer. That was worth 6 points. If you did not cross multiply, you got 0 points. So hopefully you remembered to do that. We get 1 point for cross multiplying. We get 1 point for the left side of the integral. We get 1 point for the right side of the integral. And then we get 1 point for writing plus c. We get 1 point for finding plus c. And then we get 1 point for actually writing the right answer. So there we go.